Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. I'm gonna read Proverbs 5 and 6 sequentially and then play catch up again. Maybe someday catch up to the 8th. So, my son, attend unto my wisdom and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold on hell, lest thou shouldst ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now then, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh the door of her house, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel. Lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger. And thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. And say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof? And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Drink waters out of thine own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be thine own. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? For the ways of man are before the eyes of Yahweh, and he pondereth all his goings. His iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Proverbs chapter 6. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways, and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of thy hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travelleth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart, he deviseth mischief continually, he soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly, suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. Pay attention to this next passage. These 6 things doth Yahweh hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among the brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandment, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thy heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou wakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. to keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire into his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth in to his neighbor's wife, whoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy. Oh, come on. His soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man, and therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. All right. But so many times I see verse 16 through 19 playing out, and they're very destructive. And it's like somebody who's involved in one of them is involved with more than one of them, or even all of them. Okay, there's 6 things Yahweh hates. 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look. Are you proud? We have no reason to be proud. We have no call to be proud. You can be proud of accomplishments and whatnot, but to be a proud person is not right. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Lying, not good. Some people, you can tell when they're lying because their lips are moving. I've known people like that. Not good. The problem with lying is you don't know when you're telling. You don't ever tell the truth, but you can't ever remember the lie because your mind is so adrift. You know, did I tell him this story, or did I tell him this one, or maybe this one made sense at the time? You never know. A person like that can never know truth because they're always lying. Hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. You know, imagining things that aren't true are not good, especially when they're about other people. And then it involves lying about that person. And that goes on. And once you start speaking lies about that person and your feet are running to mischief, and it's based on wicked imaginations, it ends up that you're sowing discord among brethren. And I'm experiencing that here, you know. I've heard the most bizarre things, you know, people saying, you know, Jerry Diamond does this and he did that, and, you know, they're not true. But where they come from, you know, the enemy, very pure and simple, wicked imaginations, lying tongues, proud looks, feet running to mischief, false witness, speaking lies, you know. And it happens. I'm just saying these things happen. I experience them, I see them, I hear them, and they what they result in is destruction of unity that should be in a community. So those are the issues that we need to face. Beware of those. Beware of them in your own life, especially. Don't commit those sins. Don't be a part of that. If you're listening to me and you happen to live somewhere nearby and you've done those things about somebody that's in the area, repent. You know, repent means change your mind. You're headed in that direction. You're headed in that direction. Start heading in this direction. You know, change your mind and turn around and go in the opposite direction that you were in. That's what metanoia, change of mind. Noia is mind in the New Testament. Change of mind. Metaphysics is a different physics. So metanoia is a different mind. Change your mind. So that's what I would recommend, advise, admonish. uh, adjure you to do. Stop committing sins. If you want to talk about somebody, talk to them personally. If you want to talk about somebody, talk about them in front of their face. Don't wait until their back is turned, they're not there, and then talk about them. What's the point of that? You're trying to destroy somebody else. You're trying to, put them down to build yourself up. Are you trying to gain something by that? And especially if they're not true to start with. That's just absolutely, utterly wrong in every way, shape, and form, biblically, morally. So, socially, they're wrong. It's destructive. Stop doing their things. Okay. All right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant. Mm-hmm.